shit! I just now realized what that. Fuck yeah.
That's yours. I hope a 2XL is good.
Yes, that's how fat I am right now.
That's, I guess.
Yeah.
I
No,
said
that's where
XL. No.
2XL. The stickers haven't gotten here yet. It's just right whenever the mail runs.
I passed 2 mailmen on the way here.
Oh, an actual mic stand.
Yeah, I dug this out of some pit I had it in.
No.
I've had this mic stand for 10 years. Sorry.
I want to knock it over now. Oh,
it's decently sturdy. No, it's. And she got me a medium, even though I asked her for a large. I feel like a fucking sausage.
So it's funny as I immediately was like, shirt's a little
tight. Yeah,
but I didn't actually look at the shortos and girls turned out really nicely.
No,
actually.
It looks really good if it wasn't so high up, because it fucking stretches across my back so hard. Because it's a fucking medium.
That's fantastic.
I can't do that. I'm too wide for a medium now. And it's not even like.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's more about size and not size.
It's not that I'm girthy. It's that I'm girthy.
You're widthy.
Oh, you're pretty short for a wide guy. Or you're pretty wide for a short guy.
Pretty wide for a short guy. So I got drunk last night.
I'm sorry.
And I decided that I should try and see the results of my riding while drunk. Like 5 beers in. Which for me is, I should have been in bed drunk. And this is the result.
Jesus Christ.
It's awful.
A manuscript.
It's fucking garbage.
Ball mouth, his mouth is balls. And it's a little face on this. I just want to take a picture of that, and it's. We don't need anything for the next episode, picture wise.
Yeah.
5 seconds of Toilet Baby, and then the rest of the episode's that. Yes, sir. This is good cinema right here. Can't wait to upload that in 4K.
This in 4K. Will it pick up how sparkly the blue one is?
Probably. No. It's a terrible picture. The lighting in here is wonderful.
No. It's my interrogation light.
It feels like a camp lantern. It's like that level of...
Luminosity.
That word?
Luminosity?
Yeah.
What's wrong with...
I have no idea.
Is it like moist?
No.
But for light?
No, it just feels like it's a corporate word.
Luminosity. Okay.
Like somebody made
like
it
synergy.
Up. Yeah. You've got something about your heuristics.
Algorithms.
Blockchain.
The word algorithm became the name of a character in the second Space Jam movie.
Really?
The villain's name is Algae Rhythm.
Like Roy G. Biv?
Yeah.
It's just a friend.
Yeah, he's not a friend. He kidnaps a child.
Lots of people have kidnapped children. That's why every villain does it.
Okay, so why hasn't it happened to me yet?
Oh, they've tried. I've met you and your wife.
And
I wouldn't want to kidnap either of your children based purely on that. You don't realize you're important until they realize you're not there. This is a whole 15 minutes I'm going to have to fucking...
I know, we can't use
whatever,
any of this
it's fun. But it's good catching up with you. I think I'm going to go home and change because I don't want to wear this shirt to work.
No.
It's too tight. I can't reach those top shelves.
Just lean into it and cut. Cut it into a crop top. Are you secure enough in yourself to do that?
Yeah, I'm not secure enough in everybody else's reaction to me doing that. Because I know what it would be. Yeah. And I don't want to deal with that.
I think the next step, if we're gonna keep putting this stuff on YouTube more, is just get a GoPro and do some random shit and record it on the table.
No, I want to just get a turntable. So I've been thinking about buying a new phone. I want to get one that'll do 4K, 60. And I just want to get a turntable while we talk. And just have it rotating. Just some random object we bring or find. A banana. A papaya. Just anything. A can of soda that we've completely duct taped around to mark out all the brands so you can't see what brand it is.
So,
or better
if you cover up every line of the brand to the point that you can still read the brand, but it's covered up.
It depends on if the algorithm can see it or not. Have you covered up enough that it can't reconstruct that brand?
Just put black bars through.
Every brand gets reconstructed.
They just feed it through that AI Dolly or whatever it's called, because it always fucks the text up, but you know what it is.
Dr. Jepper.
Dr. Jepper. That's the Little House on the Prairie Dr. Pepper. They invented it way back then.
Your house is way different at this time of day.
Yeah? In what way?
It's just a different noise. The light's completely different.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
because the sun's in a different place. Oh, yeah. That's how most houses are, actually. Just really high.
So, raw holes.
Yeah. Like, before you cook them?
No. Well, yeah, that too. Just, okay. I want to discuss raw holes of any variety. Specifically, it's on my mind because my hole is raw from drinking too much beer.
So
over wiping.
So you have you're drinking out of the wrong hole.
I thought that if I drank the beer with my ass, I'd be less queasy.
No, it's not how it works.
Yeah, no.
It just makes you shit more.
And the shit is worse.
Oh yeah, it's beer.
I used the funnel to get the beer in, and now I've got to use a funnel to get the beer back out.
If you put it right back in the bottle, you can sell it as an IPA.
Well, I have to use a funnel and a hose or a tube because my hole is too weak to really jet the shit directly into the toilet, and so it's like a blunderbuss.
Yeah, you just
of ass.
Yeah, so your spray is too wide right now.
My spray is too wide. Yeah.
So you got to contain the spray. I've never had that issue, but I've heard it's common.
Yeah, my shit is now an area of effect attack, and it coats the toilet.
How many units does it cover?
As many toilets as you can imagine. Is bad, and I feel bad. But
it's raw.
Yeah, but that's not the only way your holes can be raw.
No, you could have an uncooked hole.
Holios, where
One
it's
time,
just buttholes.
The tip of my penis rubbed really bad against my jeans, just right. And that was a real raw hole.
See?
Yeah, and it hurt every time I pee.
Raw.
It still hurts every time I pee.
Raw rubbing urethra.
The sounding rod is too rough.
I've got a 50 grit
they said
sounding
it was
rod.
polished. It was not polished, and I had to find that out the hard. There was a burr.
What's the lowest grit? No, low grit would actually be worse, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, low is like 80 grit is incredibly rough.
Yeah.
And 1,000 grit is incredibly fine.
What's the lowest grit you could put? Like lowest grit sounding rod you could put inside your penis?
One. It's just a rock.
I'm trying to do reverse kidney stones. I'm trying to get the stones up in there and push it up through my urethra.
Trying to get stoned.
I'm drinking kidney stones with my dick.
I'm making my own. I'm making kidney dust.
I'm not capable of producing kidney stones on my own, so I gotta. My kidneys are too strong.
My piss always comes out clear, no matter how much I drink or how little I drink. My kidneys filter my blood perfectly. I have no. You can drink my piss.
You could drink. You have the Brita filter of kidneys.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If you run it through my liver, it's actually super bad for you. You shouldn't drink that. It'll kill you.
Drink your liver juice?
Yes.
I've taken too much ibuprofen for my liver to be edible.
You can't do it. You can't have this liver. It has Tylenol, baby. Liver.
My liver is a Tylenol baby.
My liver will give you autism. If any of my organs were transplanted into another person, they would get autism.
That is the only way you could actually be contagiously autistic. No, my liver specifically has autism and causes autism.
The phantomtism.
Turns out it wasn't the vaccines; it was just our own livers doing it.
The vaccine just makes your liver work. Actually, you can drink more now, but also you're more autistic. So you have to drink more now.
It's correlated with vaccines because people live better with better livers, but the livers cause more autism.
Live better with better livers, but the livers...
Live better with better livers, but the better livers give you autism.
Well delivered. Delivered. Oof. It's a hard way to die.
Oh, just aggressive delivering.
That's a critical miss. You were you were trying to deliver. Like you're on a delivery quest.
Okay, so you fuck up the delivery so badly that your liver...
You are delivered.
That's like some monkey's paw shit. Like, the worst possible version of failing your task, and that's all that ever happens.
I want to be a DM, but only for critical misses. That's all I want to write.
If for people who don't know they're in a game.
Yeah. I just want to write the D&D version of funny videos compilations.
Just writing what their roles would have been to achieve the shitty result.
Yes. How, like, you had to punch that wall that hard that it actually fell down and crushed you.
It's like those videos where it's a they make a whole comic, like a little web comic to explain the backstory of just a stupid little animal gif, but the comic is the D&D campaign. I have ice this time.
Oh man, that's my favorite meal of the day. Ice.
Would you like to eat some water?
No.
It'll help with your raw holes. I've got an ice pack in between my cheeks right now, but I've run so hot that it's kind of getting melty. I promise I didn't piss myself.
It's not me sweating. It's the ice pack I have to put on my ass to keep my ass while I'm sitting, because my ass runs so hot.
And I'm incapable of closing a Ziploc bag fully. And so when the ice starts to melt, it just leaks out.
We all have that problem of waking up in the middle of the night because some sort of liquid that we kept in a Ziploc bag.
If I had $1 for every liquid I've stored in a Ziploc bag and it didn't go well...
I'm tired of spilling my milk out of a Ziploc bag. It's so hard to get out sometimes.
Okay, are you using the just pinch to close or the actual zip?
The zip.
How do you fuck that
sliders. I don't like the pinch to close. I like the full zip. And it's because
double walled?
I've tried everything. I still wake up every night covered in milk.
Have you tried okay, so you get like a ring, just a ring, doesn't matter what kind, just as long as you can fit some saran wrap over it and make a little basket, pour the milk into it and then tie it off and then just stick a straw in it like a Capri Sun.
That was the first thing I tried.
Because a knot is probably stronger than a zip.
I put that in the Ziploc bag. And then I put that into a bigger Ziploc bag, and I sealed the whole thing up. And I put it next to my pillow because I like having a nice warm bag of milk when I wake up. And every morning I wake up and the milk's gone, and I'm completely covered in it.
See, for the longest time, I didn't have anybody to have pillow talk with, so I just resorted to pillow milk.
Oh, no, my wife thinks it's weird as hell.
My wife doesn't like it when I put the milk on her pillow, and I'm like, no, not tonight. This is the milk spot tonight.
Oh, you're that dedicated. See, I like to tuck it in between my legs. I like to get it in between my thighs so it's real warm when I wake up.
Oh,
and
no.
I think I'm squeezing too hard and maybe bursting the bags. Like, I need to find a new containment solution for my milk.
Have you tried boxes?
I was thinking about, like, a cup.
Nah.
Got, like, a mug. One of those fancy travel mugs with the locking lid.
That might do it.
I don't want to spend $30 on a cup, though. All my cups cost like $1. They're made of plastic, the shittiest quality plastic you can think of.
Okay, so just milk on tap.
Ooh, draft milk.
Draft milk.
Oh,
foam or no foam on your draft milk?
No, it's full on carbonated cottage cheese shoots out the other end because the acid instantly curdles the milk.
So okay, God. Do you think that there's a small enough amount of carbonation you could do that it would still stay liquid without curdling?
Well, you just use nitrogen. Just use a different
nitrogenated milk. Wait, that's just the cold brew.
Yeah.
No, I want it to be spicy.
No, I want it fizzy milk.
Yeah, I want it to hurt when I drink it.
So you can't do it because CO2 makes carbonic acid, which instantly turns it into cheddar.
What about almond instantly turns it into cheddar?
I mean, cheese. It separates the whey from
what? Bacon. Okay, so where does the flavor of cheese come from other than the milk?
It's aged.
Okay, but like there's a whole other difference between cheddar and blue cheese, so where's the flavor?
They literally inject it into the blue cheese. It's mold.
What I'm trying to get at is, what would be like the vanilla of cheese?
Cheddar. Mild cheddar.
Is that just the default flavor of cheese if it becomes cheese?
That's like the most basic cheese you can get is mild cheddar. Or like Monterey Jack, maybe. Those are all young cheeses. They're soft and easily meltable. They're all... I know too much about cheese. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, yeah. No.
You're a well-curdled man.
Yeah. Well, I was, and then they squeezed me real hard. Got all my juice out. And they left me out to dry for like 6 months, and now I'm stinky.
Jesus Christ, it sounds like one of those fucking... never mind. I can't compare it to a thing if I can't remember the name of the thing. I could hit one of those tubes that you hit it and it make sound.
You're like a popping organ. No, I wish I could actually hit notes with my pops.
I feel like there would have to be something severely wrong with your body to be able to intonate your popping.
No, I can do it with my mouth, with my neck, because it pops through my mouth.
That's fucked up.
I can make it louder, and I definitely do. Not right now because I just popped everything.
It sounds oddly metallic.
It rings oddly.
Yeah.
I'm a broken man. Everything about my body is broken now. I'm the strongest I've ever. This is the most fit I've ever been in my life. And it's you. You just.
We talked about milk for a long time.
I love milk. It's my this guy. You have milk?
I do indeed have milk. Would you like milk with ice?
I know a kid growing up who did that shit, and it made me not want to be friends with him anymore. I never went over to his house again after that. Also, ice cubes and orange juice for some reason. I don't think it's that weird, like, conceptually, but seeing it
feels wrong.
Yeah.
If you get orange juice from a drive-thru,
yeah,
there's usually ice in it.
Actually, usually they give it to you in a bottle now.
Okay, but if it's orange juice from a drink machine, they kind of sometimes put ice in them.
It doesn't matter.
I always asked if people wanted ice in their Gatorade or Powerade when I worked at Taco Bell because it felt weird to put ice in that type of drink.
I feel like anybody ordering from a drive-thru at this point who's done it more than once knows that if you don't want ice, just say no ice. Everybody knows what you mean.
That's fair.
For whatever drink you're getting. Doesn't matter if it's fucking iced tea with no ice. What are you doing with your life?
The most benign thing that I ever decided I didn't want to be friends with a kid for, and I stuck to it. Adamantly never became friends with this child because when I said I liked rock music, he said, "Oh yeah, I like Daughtry."
That's really good.
And I think I never spoke to him again after that.
That's worth not speaking to somebody over again.
But how fucking arrogant.
That's amazing.
This other kid was trying to connect with me through music.
Uh-huh.
And he said he
did his best.
He did his
you
best.
Said, no, thank you.
And I shunned this entire person's existence over Daughtry.
No. Not over Daughtry. Over his love of Daughtry. That was the only thing he could think to connect to you with.
Yeah, I think that's what bothered me was that was the first thing that came to mind.
That's absolute. I know that most people look at me and they think dog shit. And make that face.
Yeah.
They make the same face you make when you step in a turd. I'm a disappointment. You'll go on about your day, but you're disappointed having seen me. I don't know where I'm going now. It's just started making fun of myself, and it's too fun.
just keep ramping up the shit talking of yourself.
But only of myself. I don't like to talk shit about it.
Well, no, just I've been an arrogant prick for a long time.
Yeah, I've known.
But I didn't realize it for a while, and then I tried specifically not to be, and then I started doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
But for comedy.
For the joke. I'm only an arrogant asshole to be funny. I'm not actually an arrogant asshole.
No, nobody thinks it's funny, so I'm still an arrogant asshole.
I think it's funny. I'm the only person that thinks it's funny. I'm the only person laughing when everybody else is staring at you like, what?
No, the problem is most of them want to laugh, but they don't want to laugh in front of the people who are the target.
I'm just so callous that I will laugh at that person in front of that person.
It's why we don't do this together to people.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to walk fast when your knees don't bend.
No, Jesus Christ. See how quick you can go on your broomsticks. Just completely straight leg running.
We've got just races, right? Foot races where it's running.
Yeah.
And then we've got speed walking, where you better not run, or you'll die. So we need another version of a foot race where you have to go as fast as you can without bending your knees. Yeah. Like imagine your knee is locked in place.
Yeah, just strap some people to stilts by their knees.
Yeah.
And then that's the race.
Regardless of how much damage that takes on a person?
No, you're an athlete. No, this is a race. You're going to finish the race. No matter how much pain you're in, no matter how many bones you break, you're going to finish.
And there's a couple different strategies you can use. There's the legs out to the side, Like imagine if a penguin suddenly realized it could separate its legs, but it still wanted to waddle.
It's how Weeble, like if a Weeble had legs.
And then there's trying to think of how, you still move your legs forward, but it's, stilted, obviously. I don't know if you can pick up as much speed doing it that way. But like the side-to-side one, you lose a lot of momentum in the wrong direction.
All of this just depends on if you're wearing skates or not. Because you could get a ton of side-to-side motion without bending your legs.
A roller derby where you're not allowed to bend your knees.
You have to stand completely straight, and you're only allowed to get momentum from your hips. It would be really funny.
Oh god, that would fuck up all your joints below your hips.
Yeah, no, you would. Oh no, that would be shitty.
No, this is a terrible idea.
No, it's wonderful.
I've seen the idea posed that regular Olympics are boring. We should just have a drug Olympics. Like, see what the actual peak of human ability is. How fast can these people run on just pure cocaine?
They already. That's the actual Olympics. They do that.
I know, but them snorting a line before the race is part of the pageantry.
No, I mean, like, Olympic athletes are already, like, doing the drugs they need to do to be at peak performance. Cocaine isn't one of them. Cocaine is a recreational drug for a reason.
No, it will damage their bodies irreparably, but it will only work for this one event.
No, they already do that. The problem is they hide it. Yes, they should make that the pageantry. They should just show that guy shooting up whatever he... Oh, yes, he's been spending the last 16 hours in his fucking $18,000 barometric chamber. He's specifically put to this altitude to get his blood just the right amount of red blood cells.
I'm just saying, I think the shot put would be a whole lot more interesting if they were on PCP.
No, yes, absolutely. That should be a different show. That should be on Vice.
The Vice Olympics.
Yes, absolutely. You know that thing they do in Scotland where they throw a big pole?
Yes.
Yeah, they should do that while high as fuck.
On everything.
Yes.
Every drug that removes limiters or, like, inhibits your bodily limiters.
No, they should do that while candy flipping.
Whew.
Just a bunch of grown men in kilts in a big group throwing poles.
At what stage of the flip? Like...
No, they have to compete until they're done. It's a 24-hour endurance event.
It's an endurance event.
This is just a weird nightclub in Scotland at this point. Do you like haggis?
Candy flipping, pole chunking, haggis eating motherfuckers. They speak Scottish. Well, they kind of stammer Scottish at you.
Yeah, it depends entirely the radius to the pub. Man, I've got nothing right now.
No, me neither.
My tank is completely dry.
No.
I got no funny in me today.
One of the other pages I wrote was just poop over and over again.
Yeah, that's kind of where I've been at. I want to get out of poop jokes for a minute, but that's just where I've lived for so long, in the toilet.
And then just writing about how me writing isn't funny, and I'm still doing it. That's what it devolved to. After this was my peak output, and after that, I just wrote bigger so I could fill up more of the page, and didn't feel sad that I didn't put more on it. That's why my writing got bigger as I got further down this one.
God, that's a beautiful screed.
The only thing of worth on that really is ball mouth. His mouth is balls.
I want to read the rest of it, but I feel like I'll go insane if I actually try to read any of it, because it genuinely looks like you said this to the police after you, like, with somebody's balls attached to it.
So
with googly eyes on his balls. No.
This will be recorded and put out into the public.
Well, yes. Not that. It definitely shouldn't have ball mouth on it. Because that mouth really looks like a butthole.
Well, yeah, balls don't have holes.
No, balls have mouths. God, the face you're making is beautiful. I wish it was recorded.
I forgot some of what I wrote.
Yeah,
it's not good.
No, that's what happens when you drink and write in gel pens.
Gel pens and Sharpie.
Sparkly gel pens and Sharpie.
The green paragraph, the first line is just, a world where cocks don't exist. There's more. It only gets worse from there.
Good. Somebody's going to read that.
Somebody's going to read that, and I'm sorry. I don't know if my handwriting can be read, really.
I don't know. A lot of it's upside down for me right now. So all I can read is the word balls, because that's the word I really recognize upside down.
Well, okay, a forest, but like every leaf is a testicle.
It's really funny, actually.
Testicle forest of balls. It doesn't smell very good, but it doesn't smell very great either.
Oh man, that explains why some mornings it just smells like cum outside.
Yeah, it's the forest.
It's the ball forest.
Bloom.
In bloom.
Yeah. Fall in the ball forest is when all the balls drop.
And now that Nirvana song is playing in my head.
Yeah, now just recontextualize in bloom, but he's singing about a forest of testicles.
Forest of balls.
Not a forest of balls, a forest of trees where the leaves are balls.
Well, we call it the ball forest.
Oh, yeah, no. Imagine, if you will, a place where tree sap is made of cum.
Instead of, oh man, just after the frost, the trees just leaking their cum everywhere.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
All of the tree huggers in this place are cum guzzling sluts that have always sought a place to find cum on tap. But no one has ever served that, because why the fuck would you?
How did my riff immediately lead into that, like, perfectly? What the fuck? I didn't read any of that.
No.
I can't read any of that.
I'll be honest, I'm only reading this now because I forgot all of this.
I think it's just funnier.
Oh, balls aren't as funny as you think. They're even funnier. If balls could speak, the things that they would scream.
Oh! Mostly.
Yeah, no, it would just be a bunch of...
Yeah.
Ah! Ooh! Ooh.
Oh man, I'm stuck to a leg again.
Ball sounds.
Muffled sex.
Slapping balls. I tried to get it wet so it sounded wetter, but there's not enough saliva.
I tried to get it wetter, but I couldn't get it wet enough with my spit.
Yeah, to make it sound like a wet slap. So imagine, if you will, that was a wet slap.
Imagine a pair of balls slapping you right in the forehead.
So
that's what the sound he was trying to recreate.
I woke up in the middle of the night and my wife had her hand just on my forehead. And it caused me to have a dream in which someone's balls were resting on my forehead. In my dream, my hand's wife was a pair of balls. And I was a dude being, like, hazed.
You were getting the teabag.
Yeah.
God damn, that's funny. The last time I woke up because my wife she had shoved her arm into my armpit in such a way that, like, I had died in my dream, and I woke up. I just moved her arm out of the way. I just read another line. Yeah, you're cringing at your own garbage. It's
what
beautiful.
You have to understand is that I don't want them to smell this way. It's called balitosis. You know, like halitosis, but of the testicles. It's a genetic disorder that I happen to have inherited from my dad. He had a pretty severe case, so much so that even to this day, if you still visit his grave, you can smell his dead balls.
Oh my god, his rotting sack.
Yeah, you can smell his
rotting. It was rotting before he died, but it's still rotting now.
Necrotic. Good old necro dick.
Oh, I never liked fucking dead guys. The rigor mortis makes it hard, but not in a good way.
The rigor mortis makes it hard. The smell makes it difficult.
I have nothing left in my brain. I felt really good about it this morning when I woke up, and it slowly just left me through the day. I've done nothing today.
No, me neither. Okay. Yesterday.
Jesus.
So that emptied my tank yesterday. God. And so I was looking forward to doing this, but then after...
And then you got drunk and wrote that.
Yeah. About halfway through the milk rant, I was like, we have...
Dude, yeah, it's very uncomfortable. You know where I'll be. My home away from home.
Work talk.
Which work? Because we're at work, but we're getting paid to be at work, but we're not at that work. We're at the other work that we don't get paid for, but we're hoping maybe one day we might
the work that we hope to maybe someday get paid for.
Our after work.
So at some point soon, I would like to get, like, I guess just a cheap GoPro or something and just point it at the table and...
have terrible 4K video for our audio-only podcast. What did you record? A can of soup without a label on a turntable. 45 minutes. And it's one of those shitty... It's just a lazy Susan, so somebody has to come over and spin it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm imagining. We have to actually...
No. Only whenever we remembered, actually.
It's like, is it still turning? Nah, off up. I could rig the dryer to run with the door open. Just record.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to put... I guess I'm going to hang some shit up outside.
Well, before we're done, I'll just go ahead and read the rest of this for
balls.
you. Yeah.
Balls.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't smell very good, but it doesn't smell very great either. You ever give your own balls a sniff just to smell what state they're in before you subject someone else to the smell or smells your groin may be emanating?
No, every time I go to the bathroom, I have to smell my balls.
Fair enough.
Because I have to piss with my balls out. I have to take my balls all the way out to piss.
They have to be fully...
No, I can't. So in the middle of summer, when my sack's halfway down my leg, I gotta rope that whole thing out, set it in the urinal, and then take a piss.
You gotta sit your balls in the urinal to take a piss.
To cool off. They shrink
just a little dip. Just a little dip. And then, a world where cocks don't exist. No one has ever sent a dick pic. And the women of the land are unsullied by the vile cocklage of our world. Except penises do exist, not on the men of this world. In this world, dicks are used but as the dispensing of soap in bathrooms. With enough pumps, the dick on the wall comes soap, and then they scrub their hands.
Yep. Damn, that is a utopia I'd like to live in. Where I got to be the penis pump on the wall. I'm coming soap for
It's sentient penis soap pumps.
The wall moans every pump. You have to tickle the balls a little.
And then this one is just small side note, but I wrote it big. The smell of Sharpie is far better than it should be. I mean, I totally understand why people sniff markers and other such things in order to get high.
I like glue. Like just various types of glue. Rubber, cement.
Okay, so sniffing glue always confused me because my only mental conception of glue for the longest time was just Elmer's glue.
Yeah, white.
It was just white Elmer's
A bottle
paste.
of white.
Yeah. And
Sometimes
I've sniffed it and nothing happened.
No, you gotta drink that stuff to get any sort of effect. You gotta at least...
Ooh, sticky milk!
Yeah, you gotta drink a whole bottle of that sticky milk before you'll feel anything. Don't drink glue.
Is there any type of adhesive that's activated by acid?
Oh, there's plenty.
And then what would that do?
At some point...
Well, I know what it would do if you ingested it, but just watch that happen to a person.
At some point, you're just talking about drinking a part of resin that's activated by your stomach and then vomiting out that just disgusting, like... Have you... The ones where it's like they drop a single drop of something onto like a little powder and it erupts like a... I'm just imagining that for... It's the worst ipecac.
Oh, God. Oh, so... like, it's the... Devil's Spiral or whatever. It's that one firework where you light it on fire and it just curls out, but that comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, exactly. And your ass. It goes both ways. This is killing you. You die.
You are dying.
No, you take a pill and then you die.
While you currently look like a can of snakes.
It's the worst surprise snakes you've ever gotten. They kill you, so you don't ever even get to see the surprise.
What was the cause of death? Hot snakes!
Hot ass and mouth snakes. He got it out of both ends. Not into both ends, but out of both ends. Violently and quickly. It shoots out of you like a steak. I feel like that's been in a movie or something. Definitely a video game.
What, stuff shooting?
Getting killed and spikes shoot out of you and there's just a corpse floating in the air.
Sounds like Dead Space.
Yeah, it's probably... just any horror game or movie at this point has had just corpses hanging in the air from various poles, hooks, nets.
What's your preferred method of corpse hanging?
Hammock.
So they're nice and comfy.
Yeah. I like to just leave two skeletons laying in a hammock, just cuddling each other. So there's some romantic ambiance in the horror show.
Like, oh, that's so sweet.
Or better yet, it's like they were fucking.
Yeah. But then you
staring deeply into each other's eyes.
It gets less sweet when you realize they were both victims of a murder, but you feel less bad about the dude because she was his victim in the hammock. The murderer and the victim were then both victimized and then left to become skeletons in a hammock.
No, I just found these skeletons.
And you just found them and posed them?
No, yeah. I was
like mannequins?
No, I just found a bunch of bones. I found a bunch of bones. There was a couple of, I don't know, mass graves or something over there. And I found a bunch
That's
of
my favorite blind bag. It's just a bunch of bones.
Yeah. I've been stitching them together and making them do funny poses for the last 10 years.
Every time I find a bone, I add it to the collection.
Man, I'm going to be such a great post-apocalyptic wizard. This is my bone cave.
The Bone Man.
Yeah, we don't go there anymore. This is a guy with a bunch of bones.
Bones.
No, it's like an amusement park, and he calls it Bunch of Bones. And you walk in, and he's got like this petting zoo, but everything's just bones. And the animals move. He's made them animatronic.
Animatronic bones, but they're not the right bones. I don't know what animal they're supposed to be.
He's got signs, but it's all written in bones.
You know what I've always wanted to do?
Bones.
Bones.
No, she's hot.
Yeah, but no. Okay, so you know how the speculative artwork on what dinosaurs look like based off of the bones they find, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so just take a jumble of bones, turn it into a creature, and then give it to an archaeologist or like a sketch artist and see what creature they think it would look like. I want to see you just put bones together in what should be an animal.
No, I want to do this, but you have to do it enough times so the same like lady is just like, okay, you finally got one that actually looks like something.
Yeah,
this is like your 15th try. You keep bringing this lady just your collection of bones, and she just keeps rejecting you until finally, oh, no, I can work with that one.
The thought that someone would willingly participate in this process of random assemblage of bones for speculative artwork on the creature.
Where'd you get the bones? Don't worry about that. I made them.
The reason that concept fascinates me is because I came across one time.
I feel like this has happened, actually.
No, basically a collection of drawings where the same techniques that they use to interpolate what dinosaurs look like are used on animals that we know what they look like. And
they all come out fucked up and weird.
They all come out super, like, skinny. Like, because they can't really... There's no way to know what the fat content was.
But they look basically like... We're right.
We're right. But
you can't judge an animal by its bones.
They can only get the musculature right, but the fat content and the actual, like, they look like skinny little fucking mummies.
So,
and it just shows like how inaccurate those dinosaur drawings actually are. And so I just want to make up an animal out of bones.
Hell yeah.
She won't let me mix phylum. It has to be mammal with mammal and bird with bird. Like,
fuck that.
She's
no. Not.
She's the only one I can get to work with me, okay?
Not at Nick's Bone Emporium. We got a bunch of bones. And they're all different kinds. Any kind of bone you want. You want human? We got it. Monkey? We got it. Lion? We got lion bones too.
We got barrel of bones.
We got bones. We don't even know where these bones came from. They might be alien bones. Come dig through our bones and tell us what they are. Big pile of bones.
We're having a special today on bone sorting.
Just a fucking a full-on bulldozer with a bucket full of bones.
Hi, my name is Greg, calling you from American Solar. How are you today?
Bad.
Okay. I understand you are the homeowner of a single-family regular house, right?
I do not own a family.
I owned a family once. They were nice.
Okay.
And it made me laugh really hard.
I don't own a family.
I don't own a family. I owned a nice family once.
Now I just own their bones.
Yep. That's the rights you sign. You sign the bones over to me. You live free your whole life. You give the bones back to me.
You know, I've been thinking about donating my body to science. Nah, dude, you need to donate your bones to Nick's Bone Emporium.
Yeah. He'll make your entire family back into your entire
Science
family.
will undercut any profit you want to make off your bones. Nick gives you the full market value of your bones.
Yeah.
Cash in hand. He also does payday bones.
I'll take any bone you got. If you want to give me your bones now, I'll pay you cash for your bones right now.
Cash for bones.
Cash for bones. Take your whole hand. There's a bunch of bones in there. Money for every single bone.
In your hand.
In your hand. You want me to rip them ears out? There's a bunch of little bones in there too. Every single bone I'll give you money for. I'm not going to tell you how much money I'll give you for those bones. Because the little ones, they're actually worth a whole lot.
And the new medical wing can, for a premium price, insert new bones.
Well, they're gently used. They're not new. We've refurbished these bones.
New to you bones.
Yes, we've refurbished these bones. We've kept them on life support. We've injected new marrow into them. We've cleaned them up, given them a nice polish.
This is our bone respirator.
We have a whole collection of bones ready to go. It's just the length is an issue with some people. You might have 2 different sized legs after the operation.
All right.
Or arms.
So you know how most mammals in the mammal kingdom,
The Manimal Kingdom.
the Manimal Kingdom, they got a bone in their penis, and we don't, and we're deprived of the penis bone. Well, not anymore.
We at Nick's Bone Emporium will never do. We will never put a penis bone in because I find it personally disgusting. When I die, my son Nick takes over Nick's Bone Emporium. He can do penis. That can be the day, but not till the day I die. There will not be a penis.
There will not be
with
any
a bone in it on this
boning.
property. If I find out that you have a bone in your penis, I will kill you and take your bones. And I will personally remove that penis bone myself.
That is a hard stance.
I'll kill you for your bones.
I'll kill you for your bones. I'll kill you for your bones and I'll put them on display, but wrong. Out of order. And then your ghost's going to be like, that's not where my bones go.
I'm going to rebuild you. I'm going to turn your corpse into a skeleton cyborg. I don't want your brain.
I've unveiled my project. The $6 man.
The $16 man.
$16 man.
It's just saran wrap and bones.
That's just the $16 is the cost of materials needed to keep the bones together because all the ligaments are gone.
It's literally just fishing line. You spent $16 on fishing line.
Fishing line and just some little hooks.
Yeah. Little hooks that you screw into stuff. You screw them into the bones, and then you can hang the bones places. You hang them from other bones. You can set up little tension things and make the bones do little jigs.
Marionette of bones.
I've got a whole basket of motors and pulleys ready to set up some more animatronics.
We've got our own homemade discovery set.
The little stem kits, but just
stem kit. Yeah, but it's bones, and you put the bones together, and they're real bones.
Yeah, Kiwi coat, but bones.
Kiwi coat bone box.
This is actually what you do with all the chicken bones that are left over. You dry them out, and you just fill a box.
Just put chicken bones in a dehydrator.
Yeah, Jefferson's a hell of a place, man.
Jefferson, Texas, where you come down to Nick's Bone Emporium in Jefferson, Texas.
I'm mad. Just
bone in or bone out. He's the best bone man in town.
Just a gate made of bones. It spells out Nick's with a little bone apostrophe.
Do you sell prosthetics?
Nope, these are real bones, sir.
Yeah. So I can't sell you my grandma's hip.
No.
It's titanium.
Oh, no, I'll take a titanium hip. You won't get bone value for it. But no, I'm building a whole metal person now. I've got almost every single piece.
Well, don't try to bring fake bones to Nick's Bone Emporium. He's got counterfeit inspectors.
No, I'll take fake bones. I'll take any bones.
But you won't get bone value for them.
No, you won't get real bone value.
That's the thing. These people are trying to sell fake bones to you for bone value.
If it's a bone, if it's an actual bone, I'll take it. It doesn't matter
No,
what
just
it
like
comes
the
from.
little jeweler's eye thing.
No, yeah, stop trying to bring 3D printed shit here and sell me plastic. Bones don't melt. We just pass them over a little thing and try to bend them. People keep bringing in plastic bone. That doesn't even look real. It doesn't taste real.
Here's the thing. These are my brother's bones, and he had a very rare case of melty bone.
No, he didn't.
That
does not taste like bones. That tastes like it came out of a 3D printer.
His name was Patrick. We called him Patty Melt. Because his bones melted.
I wish you had a real brother and he actually melted. Because this is just plastic. Sir, you need to leave before I call the police.
Oh no, this is just a representation of what his bones would have looked like as they melted.
Well, if you have the puddle that he formed, I would have paid good money for his bone puddle.
Puddle of bones.
The bone puddler.
Bonerfall. It's a waterfall of bones.
It's Titanfall, but with instead of giant robots, it's penises.
No, it's giant bone mech suits. It's a giant chicken mech suit.
That's just
made out of chicken bones.
That's just Chaos Marines at some point. Yeah. Why does every shitty fiction? It's just the evil guy. He puts skulls on everything. He's killed so many people that he's just building stuff out of their bones.
Well, you got to have a visual way to determine evality.
Like
evility.
Evilidity?
Evilocity.
It sounds too much like synergy.
It's the speed of your evilocity.
That's what you get. That's your internet speed, is your evilocity. That's how it's measured now. Somebody came in and bought up all the speed test websites, and now they have to call it evilocity.
What ping do you have on your evil?
How fast is your evil? With new fiber evil from AT&T.
The AT&T Comcast merger.
Bringing evil into your home even faster.
AT&T, Amazon.
Who gives a fuck? I'm ready for the mega
Disney merger.
I'm ready to live in the mega corporation. I am ready for it. Just merge them all into one. It'll be just like China. Who gives a fuck? Just one giant corporation. Call it Disney. They sell everything. All of the profits get funneled into one giant gaping asshole. Who cares who it is? Ship his ass out to the sun. Nobody, whatever. Nobody cares. Paramount gets purchased by Disney. There's no longer any movies made by anybody who's not a Mickey Mouse.
Warner Brothers gets bought out by Paramount. And then Disney buys Paramount.
Yeah, there's like what, 4 left? There's actual corporations that make any sort of media that haven't just gobbled each other up. Like if you turn on the TV, it's made by one of 4 sources of money. It's like, what's the point of watching that shit?
Entertainment.
But even doing this, even making this podcast, I know that the services that I've uploaded
that we're using
all funnel. They go right back into the same 4 places. So what do you do? There's nothing. There's no ethical consumption on life.
There's no ethical consumption.
No. Which is why you should come down to Nick's Bone Emporium.
No, when we're all
eat some bones.
When we're all consumers, the only ethics is what we consume. Ethics are determined by the consumer, what's being fed to the consumer. You're morally wrong if you don't consume enough.
That's why I don't eat. I stopped eating. Unless I pooped it or peed it myself, I don't eat it.
I've started funneling. I'm not going to I'm fighting the power by not masticating anymore.
See, but then you're just giving your money to Big Blender. That's it.
Yeah.
I think we pulled another 15 minutes right out of our ass, and I think we're good now.
Yeah, no, we're good. The bone thing went on for a good minute.
Yeah, no. Nick's Bone Emporium is real funny. Really good.
That's another shirt.
Instead of a cemetery, it's Nick's Bone. That's what Jofferson has. No, we don't bury people here.
That's good.
No, we don't. We haven't buried anybody for about 60 years now. Ever since Nick's opened up.
Nah.
Is it just balls?
Probably.
Balls of steel.
Okay, but fucking why? Who the fuck are you? Eat my ass. That was just...
Yeah.
If drugs is so good, why ain't drugs more around when you need them?
Because you're poor.
Maybe the secret is that we should all be on every drug all of the time, or at least more drugs than we're usually on.
You're trying. That's what therapy
I incorrectly spelled ninjas, and I don't think I'm allowed to pronounce it the way I spelled it.
Yeah, you should never use the hard R when you're referring to
There's
a ninja. They do not like it. They'll throw a star at you.
Yeah, I'm not reading that. That was just fucking...
It's incomprehensible.
Incomprehensible anger. And then the final entry is balls.
The final entry being balls is good. Let's see what's on my list first. What the fuck you want impossible nuggets for? What's wrong with regular ass possible nuggets? I just want possible nuggets.